There's a lot of really important information that can be gained that we can turn around and help try to encourage not just policyholders, but also work with governments to be able to better mitigate risk to try to limit damage from future events.
So while you were there, what were some of your major takeaways? Let's start with wind damage.
I would say that there was some good news that came out of the wind damage that we saw, or the lack of damage that we saw, is that this area, as if you're not familiar, was hit by Hurricane Charlie in 2004, and many of these communities had to rebuild. Now, Florida, believe it or not, has the best building code mandates in anywhere in the United States. So a lot of these homes that were rebuilt actually performed quite well, despite seeing winds between 120 and 140 miles per hour. But the reality is that there was still a significant number of homes that incurred at least minor damage that's going to lead to some pretty high loss costs at the end of the day.
Did you notice surge damage that went well inland?
We did. So we measured a peak of 15 feet storm surge in Fort Myers Beach, but we found several communities, even south of where the landfall was, in, say, Naples and Vanderbilt Beach, where we found surge waters coming ashore almost a half-mile inland.
So what do we have to learn here from what you've assessed?
We can do a lot of things to minimize the risk. And if we can save even one life, I would say that that's certainly worth it to invest and try to prepare, because we know these events are going to continue to happen. It's just a matter of how well we prepare to try to limit the potential impacts we end up seeing.
And building well costs money. So I'm guessing that certain communities fared differently than others. Is that true?
That is true, and that's another takeaway that ideally we'll be able to see, government entities recognize that if we invest and we make some funds available for folks that may not be able to afford the top end construction, to allow them to retrofit their homes to meet that Florida required standard for the newer construction, that would really go a long way to ensuring that there's equal protection and equal opportunity for all types of residents.